What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Battle Brothers on the Warriors of the North DLC. Picking up where we left off last time. We were getting ready to fight some raiders with a leader with our crew of newer brothers. We've got some veterans in here to help them, like Jotnar and Wonton Fu, but for the most part, there's a lot of new guys in here. Let's do it. Taking this fight is going to give us all the heads we need for our current contract. A leader, some raiders, a few marksmen, and some thugs. Should be a very easy battle. We shouldn't even have to rely on our new brothers at all to get this done. Especially if we can pick off some of the archers early. Anyone carrying a dangerous weapon, a war brand, a pike, they've got to go. Bone plating there just ate that crossbow shot for Fritz. We have no good shots on the archers. So let's take out this dude. Last thing we want is to get hit in the chest with a war brand. The thugs we can basically kill whenever we need to. And there's the leader, Niels the Ox. Let's get that shot. There we go. Folk here reloads but can't shoot. 89%. Yeah, we don't have Berserk on him yet. Alright, what do we have? 77. Probably hit him in the head there. Does it say up here if we hit him in the head or not? Mouthpiece is hit. Was he wearing like a little bandana face mask thing? Huh, interesting. Awesome. Let's step up. There's no reason to give this enemy the high ground. Remove the foliage. We'll step here. Everyone else needs to kind of stay back to cover us. Make sure our archers don't get shot to pieces. And I was looking at Jotnar and I was like, man, should I just pull the trigger on making him a sword master? You know, I'm still not 100%. Eventually in the playthrough, you know, no spoilers here, but we're going to come across an awfully powerful sword. And we're going to wish we had someone to hold it. And who better than our Thane? So I'm tempted to make him a sword master just in the eventuality of us attaining that sword. And until then, it would help him greatly to have it. He goes for the stun on Hans. Kind of hard to see his armor, but I don't think it looks like maybe Lamellar. We don't quite need Lamellar. It's better than some of the stuff we have. The reinforced mail. Still don't have a clear line of shot on some of these dudes. So let's clear out anyone with a two-handed weapon. Alright, we'll take that. That ended up being okay. And that's going to scare the hell out of a lot of these dudes. Alright, where do we go? We can just jump in here. And here, just to tie him down. Can't believe we missed him. And that ties down an awful lot of people. And Hans is no slouch in melee. Put that guy down, and then we'll tie this one down. We just need to get this leader trapped. And there he is. We move it all with our archers. Alright, down he goes. We're a tiny bit exposed. This guy can still shoot, and so can he. But with our armor, I don't think it'll be a problem. And Jotnar does not care about being surrounded. He has Underdog. Alright, and he's using a boar spear. So not even that dangerous of a weapon. It's good to know. Perfect. Doing some decent damage with these little picks. Happy to see that. Now we don't have to focus on that archer anymore. Alright. Getting that scimitar bloody. Now that the leader is alone. Should be easy pickings. We even got the high ground on him. I don't think they're trying to run just yet, but they will be soon. You can hide behind that tree. And there we go, quadruple surround. We can go first, kill this guy, and maybe step in somewhere. That'll work. And that flail goes around shields. He wants to run now. Do we have a shot? Not really. And yes, the leader wants to run as well. And since we have left an opening for him, he can still try and fail. Let's get up here. That was unfortunate. That's not what we meant to do. My bad. It's like, you ever hit somebody so hard with a crossbow that they fly back 10 feet? That's what just happened. Decapitation. And yeah, the crossbowman's going to get away. We had a chance to kill him without destroying his armor. 9 lives is procced. Going to take one more shot to kill him. Nice! And Skeeb the Younger gets his first big kill. I think we're all proud of him. Oh, Arnold doesn't have quick hands yet. That makes sense. And we're definitely going to run him down. He's going to make it out, but everyone else won't. And that's several hundred crowns worth. He's got a fighting axe and he's got a flail. Those are pretty valuable weapons. So we'll step in to just increase the strength of our surround. The 4-man surround here is pretty multiplicative. This janky goblin spear. Come on, guys. They always use the ones last that you can actually do something with. He's going to try and run and get cut down. And that's the end of that. We'll end our round. Someone said you could use the white flag at the end. I think this works. Let me know in the comment section. If you use that after the enemy has already declared that they're running from battle, I think it just ends the battle. But I could be wrong. And here, awesome, we get the Lamellar Harness even though it was destroyed, which is what I was hoping to do in that big cataclysmic battle with all the scale armor and cell swords armor and plate armor. But we just didn't get lucky that way. And we want to repair that. Even if we're just going to sell it, it's very expensive armor. This, I think, costs about 4K. Maybe a little less than 4K. 3,600, something like that. And it's a good piece of armor for someone to wear. It's 230. And right now we're wearing these 225s. They're actually 210s. These are 210s and these are 230s. These are the next step up. And a lot of our brothers are currently using the 210s. So if we could get this Lamellar armor with an attachment to it, it would be a decent piece. Alright, let's head to Brookburg to finish out our patrol contract, and then I think we're going to head north today. I'm feeling it. We need to go up and fight some barbarians. Did anyone level on that fight also? I think I did see some levels. Yes, Fritz got a level. Good for Fritz. His resolve is already pretty damn high thanks to being brain dead. He really needs fatigue. His fatigue is quite poor. And I think otherwise we'll just pump melee defense. Seems good. Skeeb the Younger finally gets a level. Awesome for him. He needs Brawny desperately just to be useful. And we have to take a full roll in that no matter what. And true to form, he's going to get a full roll in range skill. And I think I'm going to take this 4 here. See, it remains to be seen because he would be such an excellent taunt tank that it feels really crazy for me to like pass up on these rolls. But we have to get him over 50 resolve no matter what. So taking a max roll here makes sense. In the short term, yeah, it makes him a little bit weaker. But 47 resolve is not acceptable for our team. So I'm happy to do that there. We just pumped his fatigue majorly. I think he went up 17 points this level. So that was great for him. And then, like I said, I think we're just going to go ahead. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. Without the weapon in hand, it feels weird. We might end up getting something awesome. And I wish I had held that point. Let's camp here. So finally, in the last episode, we killed 24 zombies, which was kind of like our ambition. So it says, after the fight, Thane Jotnar Lansson sits gazing at his feet, looking completely knackered, as do the others. That was the battle I was born to fight. Now if I die, it will be alongside the bravest and deadliest bunch of men I've ever known, and I'm proud to call them my brothers. This is met with a chorus of weary assent all around. Peasants talk of sweat, blood, and tears, but the men of the Jarls of Jorvik have walked through fire and prevailed. 3 times the men shout the company name, tired but victorious. In the days to come you find that wherever civilized people gather, they point you out and whisper, whether in fear or admiration you do not know. Everywhere you go, word of your mighty victory has traveled the land before you, and everyone is in good standing, except for Folkir. I don't think he can ever, No, is that Arnold? Arnold's the one that can never be confident. Yeah, Folkir is just not happy. Who dares stand against us now? And we may as well check the armory and weaponsmith while we're here. See what they have. Yeah, and this is like I said, this Lamellar Harness is 4K. I love the Noble Mail. Such a cool looking set of armor. I wish it was a little bit better. Could consider buying the heraldic shoulder plates, but they just look so stupid. I can't bring myself to do it. The prices here suck, and we have to head back to Dornan anyway, where the prices are amazing. So we are not going to sell anything here, but we will buy those tools, which were excellently priced. And let's buy some mushrooms. We're good on beer, we're good on venison. Man, that didn't help us at all. 9, okay. We managed to get up to 9 days. Let's also look at the potential hires. You have a kennel master here, and another adventurous noble. Yeah, we're not interested in all that. Let's head back to Dornan, turn this in, get paid. We'll have quite a stack of crowns. And then we'll head north. Maybe to Grafenheid first. Returning to Baron Bernfried von Adelheim, you find the man sitting deeply into an enormous chair as if he needed all that space to support his nobility. opulence and pride. Enough marching for today. Let's get paid. They have quests for us here. We may as well see what they are because they may be just quests to go ahead and travel to places we already want to go to. Seeing if they have any real legendary type locations for us to go and visit. Oh my god, and they have a bow. Kunal the Snake's Star Trail. 50 to 70. It's as good as a war bow. 43, 60%. So it ignores armor better. 124 durability, way better durability. Same range, of course, of 7 tiles. Fatigue is 6. Builds up 3 less fatigue. That's huge. Alright, let's sell our junk and see what we have at the end of this. The prices, the bear hat says 21. That is good enough for me. We don't need to repair that all the way. It's not all that expensive. We're not selling that as of yet. $230 helm we can easily sell. This is why I always check the Fletcher. The problem is, if we buy this, we'll be broke again, and we're going to have to instantly do these contracts. Or else we certainly will not have what we need. Ooh, I forgot we had these ancient gold coins. That was a nice pickup in that big battle as well. Damn, this is too expensive. The prices here aren't amazing to buy, but they're not terrible either. This could easily cost like 15, 16k. I've bought warbows before, I think at the lowest around 38.50. So that kind of tells me, and I've also seen them as high as 6,000 before. So we're on the lower end of the spectrum, but still not great. If we buy this, we'll have about 2,000, which is really not enough to do anything with. We could sell both of these. Do we need this helm? I feel like the answer to that question is no. We're trying to get away from these like undead helmets because they're so damn heavy. But this is like our backup helmet. We're definitely never wearing this, so let's just sell it. It sucks because we wanted to repair it because it's extremely valuable. Maybe we sell the warbow because we're essentially buying a warbow. I mean, that makes sense to me. We sell this warbow, we buy this better warbow. We already have one just sitting in our inventory that we're not even using. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's buy this. I'm messing around too much. I know I want it, so let's buy it. So here we go. Kuno the Snake Star Trail, made from very strong yet flexible wood. This warbow has massive pulling power and is a rare piece of skilled craftsmanship. So that, I think, is going to go... Who has the best archery on our squad? That's a 93. It's an 86. Ozzy and then Kata. Yeah, Ozzy just looks like the man right now in terms of archery. Looking at fatigue also, 90, 105, and 106. Yeah, that'll help out his fatigue as well. Okay, I'm cool with that. And I guess we'll see what they want us to do here. 3 days north. To Ratterstad. Let's say we need some time to think about this. Where exactly is Ratterstad? That's basically where we're trying to go. I want to get up here. Kill some more goblin stuff and then get into the goblin city. That's what I'm trying to do in maybe the next episode. If we don't get sidetracked. But getting paid to go there doesn't sound too bad. Let's talk pay. Follow the tracks near Dornan. Return the rare coin collection. No problem. This also sounds like another decent contract for our newer brothers to get involved in. And on the way here, we may find some other locations. There's always something here. 15 of them, eh? So pretty identical fight to the last one. If we can get there before nightfall. The thieves are quite human, as we figured. Looks like we might be fighting them in the hills. Hopefully we get some favorable position. And we get a very favorable position. We each get our own little hill to defend. Erwin the Outcast. He's got a great axe. That'd be good for selling. I see a long axe on the battlefield as well. Arming sword, Morning Star. These are all things we can sell. Just put some shots on him. You don't really want to like nuke the leader down super fast. Because with 9 lives, he'll probably just be able to get away. So you just kind of want to kill all of his men first. Kind of let them think they're winning or they have a chance. Because if you just kill them too fast, they run away. Nice. So we are putting down men left and right. In the exact worst position he could be in. Let's just pull him out of that hole. We'll step in here. That's an easy kill. And the sooner we get that guy on the flanks, the better. We could pass with everyone else. I love having Wonton Fu there on the high ground with the spear wall. There's only one way up. Here, here. They can go all the way around or all the way around or through here. We've got the approaches pretty well covered. And if they bring enough men forward to actually fight, they're going to expose their archers. And in which case, we'll just pick them to pieces. Sucks that John D has the highest ground right now. Considering he's one of our weaker archers currently. He won't be in the future, but for right now, he is. Alright, bone plating. Saving us there. Alright, let's get the easy kill for the reset. Put some shots on the dude with the long axe. Very dangerous weapon. That'll work. That will work. Yeah, he wants to go home to his mother. We'll wait. Yeah, and that kind of shot on him means I'm no longer worried about stepping in. I just don't want to leave my backline exposed. Missing with Behemoth felt pretty bad there. Come on, get him. I'm going to jump forward with Jotnar. That's my plan. Jump forward with Jotnar. Do some of that. We're probably going to have to hit him one more time to proc 9 lives, and then we should be able to hit him again to get the kill. But he's got just enough armor to make me kind of doubt that. We can step in here to give us even more shield cover. Yeah, we whiffed there. But he is running, so we're not scared of being hit with the great axe. As long as we don't get stunned, we're happy. Yep, just go for the lucky shots. Still at 64. I mean, that wasn't awful. And we can move forward with Behemoth. Try and get in a better position. And we don't need high ground to beat this guy. Alright, down he goes. We got the axe. We got both the axes, actually. Actually. That was terrible. Forgive me. I was watching a stream earlier this morning, and the dude I was watching was playing a lot of music. And it made me start to kind of think, the music he was playing was really diverse, and I kind of like that. I'm the type of guy who likes tons of different types of music. And I was wondering, like, just based on his audience, right? He had every kind of music suggestion under the sun going for his stream. And I'm curious what some of you guys like. Like, for me, music's not a, you know, some people, like, eat, sleep, and breathe music. That's not me. I enjoy it, and I can appreciate it. But it's never been, like, a major part of my life. And it just was, it's always interesting to me. I was having this conversation with my wife last night, just about, like, ASMR as a thing. And she's like, I can't believe people, like, pay for this stuff or enjoy it. And we were having a whole discussion about people who really get something out of, like, audio satisfaction, and the type of person that takes, the type of person you have to be to really appreciate that. And it was kind of an interesting discussion. I just wanted to bring you guys in on, if you care at all, to comment. But if any of you out there, like, love ASMR, if you listen to music that you feel like is objectively bad, but there's just something about, like, the audio of the actual sounds in it that do something for you, I'd be super curious to know. My biggest example that I was giving was, like, I really don't like metal. I can listen to almost any other type of music comfortably, happily, and especially if it's, like, a good representation of that particular type of music. But something about metal just kind of rubs me the wrong way. And I think it's just, like, the pure instrumentation, just the heavy guitar, I mean, there's just something about that, like, it just doesn't appeal to me. Which, like I said, it's crazy because I just about love everything. And I have heard types of metal that I enjoy. For a while, I was on a bit of a, like, Mongolian, kind of weird as that sounds, like a Mongolian metal kick. Thought that was pretty cool. Oh, Jesus. Sounds like it's about to start storming outside. But, like, people hear that I listen to all these different types of music. Whenever I, you know, used to be in the Army, I would ride around in my car and play all different types of stuff with my buddies in the car, and they'd be like, how the heck do you listen to this stuff? And I have to say, my particular favorite music, my, like, genre of choice, if you will, is, like, 90s alternative stuff, like REM. Early 2000s stuff, and I really like songs that are funny. When a song has a sense of humor, that's always awesome for me. That's why I kind of like early Eminem. Although that's probably when he was on the most drugs, to be fair. And it's over. We'll never catch him. So we got the footman's armor we didn't need, but this is all good stuff we can sell for a good profit. The footman's armor is almost certainly worth repairing. So let's quickly go into here and start the repairing process. And then head back to Dornan. Oh god, it almost sounds like hail outside. Yeah, sorry guys if it seemed like my trains of thought were trailing. Because as soon as I started talking, I started hearing, like, the wind howl. and hail hitting on like a... I have a deck in the back of my house that has like a tin roof on it, and I could hear it slamming on it. Had me a bit worried. Crown's well deserved. I just thought it was a cool discussion if any of you wanted to have it on the importance of music in your lives. Let's burn some of the layers to their ground. Yeah, we're going to kill goblins, so let's do this. Goblins are our next targets. We need to sell some stuff right now. Make some easy cash. We're going to hold on to this warbow. Sell, sell. That was a pretty profitable battle. We barely went outside the city. This is 24. Man, the fatigue on this is pretty severe. We barely went outside the city and we made a lot of crowns. And we're going to spend some of that hard-earned money we just made to resupply. So sitting at 7 days. Tempted to buy wine because this is about to spoil. That still leaves us at 4 days. That's great. That put us up to an extra day's worth of rations. So here, I think we will take this. Let's accept this contract. And now we get to sit here and watch the trading caravan go. No one ever attacks these anymore. It used to be you get attacked 2 or 3 times on the way to your destination, especially if it was far away. But I think our company is so strong that people just don't attack us. And before we keep moving, let's go ahead and level up. Gimli, let's give him Berserk. Awesome roll there. Could have had a 5 though. That would have been a little more awesome. Fatigue is always going to be necessary. I gotta say, guys, I hate looking at a 97. Get him at nice 101 and we'll never pump HP again. Wonton Fu desperately needs more melee skill. More fatigue. And more melee defense. He just needs his actual good stats to become useful. And Brawny here over Quick Hands is probably necessary. That gives him an extra 10 fatigue, and we'll give him another 4 here. A 4 roll and range skill is great for getting him where we need him to be. And I think we'll also take a 4 here. We'll get him to 60 resolve, and then we'll stop pumping that because that's all he's going to need. And then we'll just keep in our B team for now. Provisions for the way are provided to your men. That's great. But I don't know if that means that our current provisions don't spoil. If it kind of puts our provisions on hold. While camping beside a road, a colorful wagon trundles on up with a sort of clanking, jingling, musical immodesty. You didn't think it a particularly big cart, but about 15 men and women inexplicably pour out of its back. Painted faces, musical instruments, juggling balls, long swords for swallowing, wine jugs for fire breathing. The troupe of entertainers fan out and demonstrate many talent shows as though you'd already paid for their services. When they finish, they clap, stomp their feet, and freeze before you, hands out, smiles across their faces. A white-faced mime ironically speaks. What say you, travelers? Care for a show? A mere 760 crowns to entertain you all evening. Oh, God. Okay, so I think if you just pay for a show, your guys become happy, but we're already happy because we just accomplished multiple ambitions kind of back to back, and we've been drinking in the tavern. We've won some battles. Our guys are already in great spirits. 760 crowns, I don't really want to pay that at all. I've done this before. I'm pretty sure I've robbed them before. I think this, of course, just lets us walk away. I'm not sure. Hans is a noble. I'm not sure what kind of interaction a noble could have with these guys. You look like you have something on your mind. Let's see what happens. This could be bad. Before the troop can start, Sir Hans the nobleman gets up and asks if they know of a particular song from his days in the court. Ah, I remember this. Okay, I've had this interaction before. They used to sing it when I was a little lad. It's been years since I've heard it. The mime, again breaking character, grins and loudly proclaims that they know it. He snaps his fingers and the musicians of the group pick up their instruments. When they start, the tune is instantly catchy. It's a stringed and horn orchestration, played alongside a large woman singing from both heart and belly. She is a tempest of a singer, bringing both the quiet and ferocity of a large storms coming and going, and her lyrics are that of incredible heroism of yore. After the troop finishes, you ask how much you owe them. The mime shakes his head. No, sir, payment is not necessary. It's been a while since that got requested, and it was a pleasure to play it for you. Everyone is now in a great mood. That was beautiful. Not sure how long that'll last, but I'm happy to see it. Maybe we'll get some more good events on the way all the way to Ratterstad. Yeah, this is a bit rough. I mean, for a 3 days travel, 2,500 crowns, that barely covers us. While the caravan stops to fix a wagon wheel, an ankle snaps and slams, or an axle snaps and slams the wagon onto its side. A crate clatters out onto the ground, the lid jarring open. You grab a hammer and go to nail it back shut when you notice that a number of gems had spilled out of the box. Sir Hans the Quick sees it too and puts a hand on his weapon. That's a particularly loud cargo, sir. Should we keep things quiet, or? I've taken the gems before and regretted it. So, you get a couple gems, they're not worth much. And I think eventually someone notices, something like that. And then the whole, place hates you. So we're not going to do that. We have a contract to fulfill. We're not touching any gems. Or at least that's what happened for me. I'm not saying that happens every time. But the time it happened for me, we got like a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 crowns worth of gems. The contract was failed ultimately. Please attack me. Please. That would help me make some money on the way to this place. I would love a 20 stack of brigands. What I really want to fight more than anything right now are champions. We still haven't found the place to interact with the armor yet. And it's crazy because I think I remember them saying it was up north, but I feel like we've explored almost the entire north at this point. Alright, we bring the goods, Ratterstad. We have happily relocated. This is a pretty good town, too. They are now well supplied. Well done. Let's go into town. They have a weaponsmith. And yeah, even though we ate their supplies, our supplies still spoiled. So, not that great. And now we only have crowns for 3 days worth of stuff. Bear Hat says the prices here aren't that wonderful. We could consider selling though. See if there's any tips here. Deserted farmstead, probably undead. See what this 2-skull mission is. Probably brigands. Follow the tracks, okay. Once again, just something easy northwest. Something easy for our new brothers to do. And when we go to start fighting these Chosen and big goblins and stuff, we'll be happy to switch out, no problem. I think these are the tracks. Can fast forward a bit here. Only 10 thieves. Makes sense, this is barely a day's pay. We had to chase them just that little bit too far. I'm not that unhappy with episodes like this because we're getting a chance to use our new brothers to level them up in a safe way that, we're pushing forward the narrative of the game. We're getting to a different part of the map. We did the Noble War. And now we're going to hopefully go and try and take out some goblins. I can't believe we're missing all these shots. That's not that good either, because we need to kill him. Let's get up there. Alright, hammer time. 71. Nailed it. We have someone who didn't reload a crossbow. That'll work. Just keep our shield wall intact. Move forward where it makes sense. He had a throwing spear out, which is kind of why I targeted him for a second. But he decided not to throw it, which is kind of strange. A lot of boar spears in this group. That's probably what hurts the most about having these like B-list archers. Is that our accuracy is just so bad. Strike some fear into the hearts of these puny men. And I think they'll have to step forward if they want to shoot our back line. And if they step forward, that should make them vulnerable to us. Wow, I was scared for a second. It looked almost like I shot Wonton Fu in the back. Aim shot. Come on, guys. Y'all let me down left and right. Nice. Get onto that guy. Step in here, go for the line shot. Beautiful. Now we can really step in. And it looks like only one person is not tied down, so we'll do that here with Fritz. Come on, guys, let's pass. Alright, he went for the stun. We shot ourselves. John D, man, we gotta get his skills up. Our brothers are shooting each other in the back now. There you go, Ragnar. Show him how to shoot. I almost said that with a bit of a Western accent. My wife and I have been watching Deadwood. I don't know if you guys are a fan. We just started. And it's pretty cool. I grew up watching Westerns. Gunsmoke, Bonanza, all that, Rifleman. That sort of thing. Old TV in general, really. It's probably where I get like half of my old-fashioned values from watching really old TV. But it's pretty cool. This is definitely not a moral driven show. At least not yet. We're only 2 episodes in. But the acting is pretty good, and I've been enjoying it. So for the guys who don't remember, we've had in our inventory for a long time now this broken ritual armor. I think there's supposed to be another legendary location in the north that we haven't found yet. And by north I mean like the snow region. I don't know how we haven't found it yet, but we haven't. Oh my god, they have so many tools. Okay, let's sell everything. Being very careful. And we're going to get rid of this footman's armor. We don't need it. The prices here weren't great to sell that, but I think that's okay. And I think we could sell one of these heavy axes. If we're going to be fighting Northmen soon, we're going to get more heavy axes. See what type of food we need. Grains. We have no grains at all. 6 days. These are cheap. Cheese should get us to 7. It does. Venison should get us to 8, but it did not. How many tools did I buy? I bought 2 stacks. Damn. I would love to buy every single thing of tools they have. The Elk's Horn. They barely want to pay us at all. Yeah, we'll decline that contract. We're not going south. So usually this means we're fighting greenskins. Goblins. Perfect. It's a place we want to go and destroy anyway. Just get them all to pay us more. Destroy fortress remnants southeast of Idsvik. So it's a little far away, but it's the type of fight that we really want to take regardless. And I'll buy 1 more stack of tools. I really want to give someone this Lamellar Harness. It probably won't be that big of a goblin place just because of the prices. I mean, paying us essentially 1,500 for this is almost nothing. Maybe we'll see something here in the Forefathers Highlands. Collapsed hiding place. We could certainly take this fight. I don't really like going into mystery battles with B-team guys, so let's come out here and destroy these goblins first. And then on the way back, we'll take this fight to make this a profitable exploration. We'll dip down a little lower, hoping to see something here. This isn't quite a big enough wooded area to expect to see something like Scrat. Whoa. Is this a new legendary location? Hunting ground? There have been in the inns in the world things that the innkeeps say, like we heard tale or a merchant was talking about a lake, a beautiful lake in the woods that no one else had seen before. And I have never even seen this. Was this in our last playthrough and we didn't find it? I don't know. I tell you what, guys, we'll save this mystery for another day. That's a legendary location, it has to be. Let's take on this goblin fight, and by the time we're done with this, that'll probably be all she wrote for today. And then we'll start up with a new legendary location. That's awesome. Let's see how many goblins we've got to fight. Only 10. Oh, this is a small group. Yeah, the wolves are going to jump forward. We'll wreck them. And then we'll see what's left to pick off. Okay, who are we shooting? Really low chances on a lot of these dudes. Let's just shoot the wolves. That'll free up our front line to go do other things. 27's not great. Nice thing about these impalers is they almost always one-shot. So far downhill that we actually get the kill. It's crazy. Bop them. Dang. Let's move forward. They're going to run. I don't know how many dogs we have left in our party since we switched up. I'm seeing a few. Down goes the wolf. Let's see what they do. I expect the archers to stay back. They're pretty low damage. Which one did we injure? Was it this one? Yeah. We can get up on this high ground. That was always a long shot. Honestly, gonna fully expect them all to try and run away. And the truth is, we can't stop them. They all have footwork. Good job, Wansun Fu. Spears are excellent versus goblins. You can use it to either keep them back. You can use them to keep them back, or you can use them more offensively. They have a great chance to hit, better than other weapons, excepting maybe the sword. But that's usually just enough of an edge to be able to land hits versus the sneaky goblins. Fortunate no one's been poisoned yet. Alright, this guy's going to fight us. Alright, a little footwork. Good, we put him back in the hole. $32. Step in here. Do we have a shot? Can we make it? We can. And he's still got his bow out, so he has no zone of control. Just a little preamble what to expect for our upcoming goblin fights that are actually going to be difficult. If we get in terrain like this, we'll be pretty unhappy. 53%, nailed him. Quite happy. And now I think we've got a decent line on these other ones. Could have considered dropping a dog there, but mostly I feel like they're just going to shank the dog. Their weapons bypass armor. And the dogs only have about 50 HP. So like a single shot from one of these daggers generally kills a dog. At least if he's going to use footwork, they're not going to go very far. 39%. And John D just can't hit a shot. Let's go here, the aim shot. Perfect. Just give me the kill. Come on. This is taking a while, but at the least we are getting all of the gear that we want. With adrenaline, I think we can catch up. We'll just pass with everyone else. Get here and pop him. Whenever they are running, they can't use footwork, so he's just going to actually have to try and get past what looks to be 3 brothers. And down he goes. His head comes off. Folkier gets a level. Happy to see that. And just, you know, maybe 600-700 crowns worth of loot there. The goblins put up a good, crafty fight, but you've managed to kill them all. Their camp set aflame. You order them in to get ready to return to Duke Frizzo von Austin with the good news. Okay, let's take a second and level up Folkier. Happy the game auto pauses right after you get out. And Folkier, we're going to take... What are we doing with Folkier? Here's our Witch Hunter hybrid. Is he brave? He is. So his resolve is higher than this looks. A 5 roll in fatigue, you can't pass that up. Can't pass up a 3 here in melee skill either. This is tempting. I might take a 4 roll here. And then I don't think we'll ever pump that again. Unless we get really bad rolls. Because between his background as a witch hunter and brave, he just doesn't need any more resolve, I don't think. Yeah, and let's look at his perks. Do we want to make him a crossbow master? I think the person who wanted to claim this character wanted him to be an axe master. So, I mean, I want to respect that. He's got the long axe for just such a purpose. Right now, though, he is functioning as a crossbowman, a pretty weak crossbowman. But a crossbowman nonetheless. His initiative is fine. There are a lot of good options here. I don't hate any of it. Fast adaptation. I almost want to get fast adaptation on him as a means of bolstering his kind of mediocre melee and range skill. And I think I will. He's the only brother we have right now with fast adaptation. I prioritize this pretty highly on archers usually. So what normally happens is an archer with Berserk can sometimes shoot 3 times in a single turn. And in order to be able to do that, let's say your archer takes the first shot, misses. Then they take the second shot and miss. Like you're out of luck, right? If you take the first shot and miss, with fast adaptation you have a little bit better percentage of a chance to hit. And I find it's usually just enough to make sure you get that second hit, which sometimes is a kill, which translates to more berserks. So I like fast adaptation, especially on archers, because the more chances you get to swing, the better this skill is. And also the lower your stats are. But once again, an 8% chance to hit isn't much if your chances are already super, super low because your stats are crazy bad. So that is something that's worth considering. And yeah, so I think that's going to be it for me today. We have these hunting grounds. Once again, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this before. And I'm excited to get in there. Oh, and that was it. Yeah, that was the last goblin place. So with so many goblins taken care of, It is likely that word of their deaths and annihilations will reach back to the Greenskin City. If that goblin expert is as learned as he seems, the goblins will overreact and send their armies out, leaving the gates largely undefended. Perhaps it is time to return to the Goblin City and see if the stranger's summations ring true. We should return. Very fitting. Just last night I was actually out for a walk listening to one of my buddies who has a YouTube channel, and he watches a lot of anime that I don't really watch, but I do enjoy hearing him talk about it. His YouTube channel is called JB Killinum. JB Killinum, like Eminem Killinum. JB Killinum. He's a really cool guy, and if you like anime and you want to hear his thoughts on Attack of the Titans or Goblin Slayer, or I think he does quite a few. Yeah, go check him out. He's an actual good personal friend of mine. He's the one I went on vacation to see. But yeah, me and him just love to talk about just about anything. And I can listen to him talk about even something that I don't really care that much about all day. And I was listening to his Goblin Slayer episode, and I'm pretty sure the character of Goblin Slayer in here may be based off of the show. So he's kind of like this lone wolf guy with this horrible past who just kills tons and tons of goblins because that's all he cares about. And yeah, so we just helped him out. And now the Goblin City gates are open. And we'll check out the hunting grounds in the next episode. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a fight or something just like an easy, beneficial thing. I have no idea. For all I know, we're walking into some sort of crazy fight. And I don't think we're ready for that. We definitely have the wrong brothers in, if that's the case. But otherwise, we'll see. Look forward to it, guys. Hunting grounds, next episode. We'll probably take some of these other fights along the way back to Ratterstad and get paid, stack some money, and then I would love to come and fight some of these barbarians before heading into the Goblin City. So that's what you got to look forward to. Once again, guys, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Does our guy look different? Do we look better armored? How high is our... We're legendary right now. Jesus. We're still dreaded, though. Huh. Yeah, I guess people still hate us. But we are legendary. Alright, y'all. That's it. And take care. As always, I will see you in the next one. Later.